Yeah, I want to talk about how I treat YouTube as my 401k. So I treat this YouTube challenge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm doing an 100-day YouTube challenge. Shout out to Glow Graphics. She had started a challenge called the 100-day YouTube challenge where she did it herself. And I believe now she has posted for over 365 days straight. And it inspired the hell out of me for me to do the same. My name is Lesline. I am your favorite nurse yogi. I am a registered nurse with 12 years of healthcare experience, and I'm also a certified yoga instructor with 5 years of teaching experience. So today is day 82 of 100 out of 100 days straight of YouTube. Every single day I have posted 20 to 30 minute videos with the exception of one day. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, you needed a break, life. Kind of, sort of, but I actually still posted. It was just a 3-minute mini vloggy vlog that I gave y'all. So every day I have deposited into YouTube as if it's my 401k. And I wanted to talk about that because I've noticed two things when I post my short form content about my YouTube journey. I did my first one when I hit the 30-day mark, and I got so many comments and great engagement for me being, let me stop saying that, not for me being a small creator. I got great engagement from my community. Like I don't even know if I really hashtagged. I just posted, right? And so many people that I haven't even heard from in ages were like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So I did that at the 30-day mark. And at the 30-day mark is when I crossed over to the first major YouTube milestone, which is the 1,000 subscribers, right? At least that was my first milestone, because there are two milestones that you need to hit when it comes to the long form portion of monetization on YouTube at this time of recording, and as how I understand it at me recording at this time. So you have to get 4,000 hours of watch time and then 1,000 subscribers subscribe to your channel. And I didn't think, if I'm going to be honest with y'all, that the subscribers, I was like, that's not going to happen. But once I hit 900, and I hit 900 prior to me committing to doing the 100-day challenge, I was like, okay, I see the light at the end of the tunnel for that for that part of the monetization. I totally can do this because I see it less than 100 away, right? So I hit that though technically at the 30-day mark. And I like to be clear about that because I guess I could like wordsmith it and be like, I hit 1,000 subscribers in 30 days. That's not true. And I'm somebody that just lives by integrity, because I have gotten bamboozled by internet stuff. And I get it when people need to sell stuff and market. I'm not going to hate the game. I'm like, damn, like y'all like you gotta read in between the lines. So I just like to be very clear. I went from 900 and something to 1,000 in 30 days. So with that, I was like, okay, I made a little short. People were like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And then to yesterday, because today is Monday, April 27th, 2026. Yesterday was Sunday. I did have to work the people's job just for 4 hours. I work as a registered nurse remotely for a tech company that is also, it's a healthcare tech company. And so I worked 4 hours yesterday, and after I worked, I was like, okay, I got to get my YouTube video out. I treat this YouTube, like we're going to talk about the 401k, and I also treat it like my job. And I might, when I tell you, I be giving future Leslie so much work. Like, I don't have the time, but I want to give you the resources. Please, no, like, I'm here to serve you. I'm just laughing at myself because I be doing team too much, but I'm a push through. Don't worry about me. Just send love, vibes, prayers, whatever you believe. Please send them my way. I greatly appreciate that. And, I was reading an article, a Substack from somebody I've been following for a really long time, Myleik Teele. She was the founder of Curlbox. She's been on the internet for freaking the inception, like with the whole social media thing since I big chopped, which was in 2009. Like, she was one of the first like black women that I followed. And I was like, oh my God, somebody that looks like me and likes quirky things and things that typically black girls don't like. Yes, my people. and she's an entrepreneur and all of this. So she posted an article recently just sharing how she realized that people don't like hard work. And I was like, oh, like I want to actually see if I can show you this, because I was talking with let me see. I'm trying to. It was called, the name of her article was Stop Borrowing What You Need to Build: How Information, Proximity, and Inspiration Keep You Stuck, by Myleik. She posted this on her Substack April 21st, 2026. And so she was just saying in this article, the more she does coaching, so she's like, the more I work with people one-on-one, the more I see a pattern, what I call borrowing what you need to build. And she's like, you can pick up the language from books, you can talk the talk, podcasts, even my YouTube channel, give you that fresh perspective. Conferences hype you up. There's nothing like being in a room full of people who get it and who want what you want. And she's like, after and being around the it folks, influencers, the ones who seem to have it all together, it feels like you're getting closer to the life you want. But here's what I need you to know. Being close, listen clearly. Being close to the fire doesn't mean you're the one burning. All that proximity, and I've heard this a lot about proximity is like the hack to becoming successful. Proximity. What is proximity? That means that you are who you spend the most time with. And when it comes to building your business, you need, if you want to sustain and continue to level up, you have to be around people that genuinely have your best interests at heart, that push you in ways that you're just like, you know what I'm saying? And so with that though, I was like, yeah, proximity. And when I talk with certain people, I'm like, but we're like the same. We're all the same. Let me put that first and foremost. But some people, I'm like, you have all of the information. You should be way further ahead of me. Like, that's what I think in my head. I'm like, you've been doing this for longer. Like, why are you coming? I've had people like pick my brain and like do calls with me and ask me these things. And I'm just like, what? Like, I'd be like so confusion. And so reading this line from Myleik Substack where she was like, being close to the fire doesn't mean you're the one burning, and that all that proximity won't build your capacity. So all of that proximity, she is saying, will not build your capacity. You have to learn how to build your own capacity, and you have to learn how to curate a fire in your belly. If you don't have that fire, and for me, how I understand that fire, I understand that as my why, my mission. Like, why am I showing up every day, right? When you know that is what sustains me, right? So when I do go to these conferences, or when I do host in events, like I'm hosting an event, co-hosting an event with a friend of mine, Merlene, this Saturday on May 2nd, 2026 in downtown Orlando, the Mompreneur Reset Brunch. I know why, like, even though I'm like, man, why am I doing this? Like, let's just keep it thinking. I'm like, there's a part in this article too, because she was she's showing you like, how do you stop borrowing and start building for real? So if you're somebody that's like, yeah, like, I get motivated and then nothing happens, right? So Myleik, and I'm going to leave this link down below because I need you, I implore you to read this. If you are like, feel stuck, or you're like, coaches don't work, what people say, there's so many things, or I just can't find my community. Shout out to Emma Grede. I haven't read her book yet, but the title alone, you need to start with yourself. You need to look within. And I hate to break it to you, but it's you that's the problem. You cannot point outward until you fully regulate yourself and like really look at yourself. You can't point outwardly. So how do we stop borrowing and start building for real? You need repetition. So she's like, you got to get the reps in. Hence this 100 freaking days of YouTube. That's the reps. And I'm actually watching this show on Netflix called Beef. And man, I'm going to leave it at that, because, well, I'm not going to leave it at that. I got time. This is my YouTube. This is my long form. The premise of the show is about how there is a generational divide amongst boomers, millennials, and Gen Z. These are the three generations we are all currently in the working force. And it can be challenging to work alongside people who are not in your generation. And what is happening is there is a lot of, it's just not good, right? We have to learn how to communicate across generations, right? And don't get me wrong, I love a millennial. Like when people make fun of me as a millennial, I love it. I think it's funny, right? But this show does a great job. So there's a Gen Z couple and there's a millennial couple. And the Gen Z couple is very entitled. They think that they just deserve the promotion. They deserve the raise. They deserve the this and the that. And they're real, and I'm spoiling it, but they get those things, right? They get I thought I saw a bug or something. That might have been outside. Let's hope that it was outside. They get the promotion, but they don't have the reps, which goes back to, how do you build your own capacity? How do you build your own, like, how do you build your own internal, like, I don't want to take my leak's words out of turn, but, she's like, how do you stop borrowing from other people, right? And build so you can move forward. It goes back to that repetition. It goes back to how, they say hindsight is 2020, and also experience is worth more than gold, right? I reflect on my nursing career, 12 years of being a nurse, right? I was talking to somebody actually last night who's going to become a nurse. She's in nursing school right now. And I was like, it's the best career. It's the best career. There's just so much opportunity for you. It's not going anywhere. It's recession proof. It's all of the things proof. Like, it really is. And I was telling her, those first few years, you got to thug it out. You got to thug it out. And I think about myself, because those first few years, the first half of those first 5 years of my nursing career was hard. It was hard because I was trying to find so that's why I say it's a beautiful career to be a part of, because there's so many areas that need nurses, like places you wouldn't even think. One of my things that I really want to do, like between me and you, is be a writer on a show in however capacity. Like, I don't want to overtake like people that actually write, but let me give you an example. So like there is a show called The Pitt, and actually the show Beef too, where The Pitt, though, more specifically, is a medical show. It's a phenomenal medical show on Max, HBO Max, whatever you call it. It's on HBO. There are nurses and doctors. I need to make sure I do my own due diligence to double check that. But the way it's written, medical people helped people write it. And that's one of my things. Like, I want to be like a nurse, like TV show writer, like help. Like, I want to be in the room when we're writing the scripts. I want to do that. Right. And so I don't know why I was talking about that, but so repetition, you got to put skin in the game. Like, you can't expect the promotion, the raise, and all these things when you haven't put the reps in. And there is this thing that says you have to, and I should look it up every time I bring this up, but you need to put like thousands upon thousands of hours of whatever it is that you want to be good at. You have to put the time in. Reese, this past weekend, I did a workout. We did a family workout. It was my husband's birthday on Saturday. And he was like, yeah, let's do a family workout. So we did. And that like just made me so happy. And we're teaching my son how to do push-ups. Push-ups are really challenging, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you can relate to that. So, and it was so interesting what happened also. I kind of like not threw my back out. My gosh, that's so dramatic. But my back spasmed. So like halfway through the workout, I had to stop, but my son kept going. And he was doing the push-ups, right? And so my husband was showing him how to do push-ups, and he got really frustrated. He was like, because he's very like, he'll do some type of workout, and we were on yesterday, we were doing another workout, and I was just like, I was modifying it for me so my back can kind of heal up. And he was like, this is easy. But on Saturday with the push-ups, he was like, I can't do this. It's so hard. Like, why can't I get it? I'm paraphrasing, but he's just like, why can't I get it the first time? And with anything, that is going to provide you that foundation that you need, that will make you 1% better, it's not going to be overnight. And I truly believe in hard work. Hard work. And I know right now, it's soft girl era, all of that. Honestly, y'all, soft girl era can do you. You do need to rest and you do need to live softly. But life is seasonal, right? And there are certain seasons in life where you got to go hard in the paint, right? And so I'm at this point now. Let's talk about the 401k thing. I am putting my reps in when it comes to YouTube. YouTube is, yes, going to be a resource for you if that be you want health and wellness tips from me, you want content creator tips from me. That's what this is. But for me, because this is also helping me, this is helping me become helping me become a more articulate speaker. I do speaking engagements as well, if you don't know already, where I speak on wellness topics when it comes to balance. Is that real? When it comes to burnout, like how to prevent burnout as a working mom. I speak about these type of topics and in corporate settings for nonprofit organizations, those type of things. And in order for me to continue getting those experiences, I have to make sure that my messaging stays relevant and effective. And the only way I can do that for me is coming here on YouTube for the next less than 20 days, right? Because as I'm talking to you, I'm like, let me pause. Let me not say even though y'all know I be saying so many times. How many times have I said in this video, right? And with that, we're now going to go into what I was really getting into, which people really liked. Well, we're going to get into that 401k. But the reason I know people are so like, anytime I post about my YouTube journey, like how far I've gotten, it's because people admire and trust consistency. Consistency will outweigh the accolades, the experience. Consistency in this attention economy is the name of the game. If you are not consistent, you will be forgotten. You will not be top of mind. So if you're like, why am I not getting the sales? Why doesn't anybody pay attention to me? And you're just like, crying about it. Are you being consistent, right? And I know that can kind of be triggering for people because in like the sales world, consistency, like I'm not even as consistent as like for other ways I need to be, but I'm just focusing on YouTube as my main thing. I actually left TikTok because I was like, I can't keep up with the 6 times a day posting. That's how many times a day I was posting over there for like a good 2 to 3 months. It was building up. Like I was gaining like the free products and attention. And like I actually recently, a week ago, somebody found me and asked me to, she asked me for my yoga services. So like, it's there, but I couldn't maintain YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I was like, I liked it for a point, and then I was like, I don't really enjoy being over there, but I'm gonna let it stay there. I really enjoy YouTube. I love YouTube. It's the best social media. The people here, like they here for like a long good time. Like the people on YouTube, like I'll look at other creators that have been online forever and I'll read the comments of their community. And when I tell you the people here, like they genuinely care about you. And I know like it's parasocial and whatever, but like the comments, people will write paragraphs for these people that they've known for years because it's like they trust you. And I don't take that lightly. And so let me close with this. How I had to shift because it's 82 days or 83 days, right? We're over the 80 threshold of 100 days. And my analytics, like, yes, I'm I'm actually at 1,060 subscribers. Like, that's just growing. Like, now that I don't even worry about that. That's doing its thing, right? The watch time now, I'm like at 1893, like 1,890-ish hours. Like, let's actually look at it together because I don't be looking at stuff like I should. Because this is what I was talking about. I was getting stir crazy. I was looking at my analytics right after I post a video, and the way YouTube's algorithm works, it's not instantaneous like how TikTok and Instagram is. And so my watch time right now is 1,891 hours for this whole 365 days. For the 28 days, it's 138 hours. And it said recently, which just kind of discourages me, but I'm just going to be honest with you all what it says. So 138 hours, and it's saying that that's about the same as the usual 110 to 170. Right now, my top performing content is a short that I titled "I Cannot Stand Beyonce." I did that on purpose because I love Beyonce. Actually, I love her sacred hairline. Like I was actually talking about that on another thing. Has 12 hours. It's a short. That's only like 2 minutes, has 12 hours of watch time. So the shorts is a whole nother world, but it really like it does what it needs to do over there. Like Shorts Land helps you build subscribers. So anyways, that's where I'm at with my watch time. It's hard. It's hard, y'all. And so that's why I had to think about, like, I had this shift. I was like talking to my husband. I was like, yeah, I'm at this, blah, blah, with YouTube. And then I was like, yeah, I'm just thinking about like my 401k. And I was like, oh, shoot, where did that come from? And where it came from is because recently I had a 401k with a company for, how long did I have it? What time is it? Okay. I had this 401k for like as long as I've been a nurse, for about 12 years. I had a 401k because thankfully this is the first job that I now have that's not the same. They don't use the same 401k company. And so my financial advisor was like, let's take that money out, put it in this other like financial advisor stuff, and we'll invest and let it grow even better, right? So when I pulled that money out, I was very shocked. One, because I forgot that existed. I just every 2 weeks I just put the money in there. And I had this shift. I was like, that's actually how my YouTube is. It's my digital 401k. And what I mean by that is every day I show up on YouTube, right? For the past 83 days, I deposit. So instead of doing, every 2 weeks, because that's a slower build, right? If you're going to deposit every 2 weeks and you're going to do it the minimal, that's not as, that's conservative, right? And as you get older, like as you get closer to the retirement age of 65, you have to go more aggressive, right? And so the same applies with your digital assets. All of my YouTube videos are assets, right? I own these. I've created these. These is my intellectual property. And so right now, I am going in that same aggressive way as if I'm at that part's a little, just go with me though, right? So I'm taking the aggressive approach to building my digital assets by showing up daily. I could take that approach of how I do my money 401k and be like, you know what? Every 2 weeks I'll post a video, but I'm not going to get that same traction as the person that's posting daily. I'm just not, because I'm not putting as much money, time into it. So just to repeat, I treat my YouTube like my digital 401k. Every day is a 20 to 30 minute deposit that is going to compound over time. Compounding is like the secret sauce to things. And a lot of people don't want to put in the work. Like they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put skin in. Like it's not that they don't want to. It's just a lot of us, especially just how we have instant with Amazon, same day shipping. We want that microwave. There we go. We want that microwave thing. Like it's where it's just like I do one video and I go viral. Yay, I did it. What did you learn from that? Right? And people that I know that have gone viral, they're like, it's ghetto. It's horrible. You get like the what do they call it? Like the scum of the internet on your page. I went almost viral once or twice, and I was getting the scum of the internet. Like people were calling me everything but a child of God. And I was just like, I don't like this, right? And so it's not the virality that you must seek. And so I close with this. If you are truly building on, if you are wanting to create content online, you need to have a serious conversation with yourself and ask, why are you doing this? For me, I am doing this because I truly know that I can help new moms with their health. I am going to become the expert in the preventative health and wellness space for new moms. I'm going to become that. I'm going to help reduce the maternal death rate for Black women. I am going to be the speaking person, the SME, the subject matter expert when it comes to prenatal and postpartum health. That is me. I have built multiple things. Not only do I have my digital assets, I have my card deck, right? I have my You Just Had a Baby self-care card deck for new moms. So I have a physical product. I have my coaching program, my 12-week preventative healthcare program that shows you what tools that you need, from mindset to nutrition to stretching to meditation. All of that is in my 12-week healthcare program. I have built all of these things so that I can be ready to meet that future Lesline, because she's already there. I just got to catch up, right? So yeah, that's how I had that mindset shifting of just treating my YouTube like my 401k. And that makes me feel good, because I know that even though this isn't going to be an instant thing, I'm going to look back at this in a couple years and be so glad that I committed. All right, y'all, I'm going to close with that. See you same time, same place tomorrow. All right, bye for now.